Uh, hey y'all, hey nosy neighbors, hey everybody. One thing I do want you to do is make sure you get in here and like and share this live. Let me mute that. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. I need everybody to get in her and like and share the live. Okay? That's what I want you to do. Get in here and like and share the live. Now listen, I told y'all before, I put the super chat goal, but for this month, I would rather for you to send the cash apps if you can. Um, my mother's birthday is coming up. It's her 70th birthday, and we're having an event at a facility, and I will be using all donations towards that. So I need everybody to like and share the live. Like and share the live. Listen, yesterday, no, was that yesterday or the day before yesterday? When I was live, I thought I was being pretty clear about a couple of things. And I guess because I said that, oh, I respect Carmen, and because I respect Carmen or have a relationship closer, and maybe I didn't specify, because I have a closer relationship with Carmen, I won't be talking about Taye. So there was so I ain't gonna say there was a bunch, but there was some confusion or hysteria about the fact that that's how I said it, or oh, this, that, or the third, or whatever. So I just want to set the record straight. And for one, those of y'all who know me, I do not lie. I don't come on here lying about no shit because I don't have to. And I would either not say anything or I'm going to tell the truth of how it is. One of the two. Those who really know me, either I'm not going to say shh or I'm going to come and tell the truth. Vicky P, thank you for being the first person in the building with the cash out. She says, Happy Soul Day. Mom, thank you so much, Vicky P. Tracy F is in the building with the big cash out. She said, Happy birthday to your mother. Thank you, Tracy F. Thank you, Vicky P. Thank you so very much. So again, you all, we do have our super chat and our super sticker goal. Thank you so much, Stacy B, for renewing your membership. Don't forget, y'all, to renew your membership if you've let it lapse. Please do that, and please do so. And I need every single person in the building to like and share the live. We're going to give about a couple of more minutes for everybody to come on in, for everybody to like and share the live. Baby, y'all been wanting it. Y'all been asking for it. Y'all been asking me what I think about this, what I think about that, why I had said this, why you didn't say that. Baby, like and share the damn live and bring your ass on in here. How about that? How about you do that? Okay? Now, let me put this link in the chat. That's what I'm finna do. Let me put this link in the chat. And there is the link. I'm going to pin it here in a second. Pin message. Okay, cool. And also, while I'm at it, let me do this. Let me do this while I'm at it. I need everybody to like and share the live. As a matter of fact, if you've shared the live, and I need you to share to every single group that you're in. There's a lot of groups, and I won't name any specifically tonight because y'all be so crazy when I say a specific group. I want you to share to every group. Every group that you're in, I want you to share the live to. Okay? Does that help? Every group that you're in, I would like for you to share the live to your personal page, to the groups that you're in. Please like and share the live. Once you have shared the live, Put a number 77 in the chat to let me know you have shared, especially if you shared it in a group. I appreciate you, my love. Let me get this here. Let's see. 1 second. What was I posting that to? Oh, in the thing right here. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna address this. Thank you, Kamaria. Hey, down there, those it is just sliding through just to show some love. Thank you for the super chat, my love. I appreciate you. Karen Twin, thank you for being a member for almost 2 years. Hey, everybody at my work, listen, I can't come back. Okay, so have a good shift at work. Karen Twin, Miss Billy is in the building, almost 2 years. I love you, bite. Stacy B just became a member. Hey, Penny. Hey, Penny. Penny might be here at some point. Let me just take her down so she doesn't. Let me see. Let's see. Hey, everybody. Hello, one. Hello, all. Listen, tonight I probably can't get to everybody. I know Diana Caleb was the first person in the building, followed by Miss Billy, Miss Lily Coleman. Hello, 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 hello. Renee Cable. Hello, hello, hello. I want to say hello, one. Hello, all. May Opstepper is in the building. I need every single person to like and share this live. Share it to the group center, and India Fox is in the building. Summers Room is in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Malona Jackson, Linda Stutz, Teresa Johnson. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see. Penny. Penny.
Yeah.
My God. Yvette is in the building. Hello,
I was
CJ.
trying to get into the chat, so I was in a different screen and I didn't know if my mic was on.
Yes, ma'am. You're here. I wouldn't advise you to make too many sudden moves.
Leave me alone.
But yes, you are here. Listen, I would prefer tonight. Again, my mom's birthday is coming up. If you all can send instead of the super chat, if you wouldn't mind doing the Cash App, I would appreciate it. Let me put it in. Oh, no, my opinion already did. Okay, cool. It's in the chat. So listen, let me make something very clear. Now, and I want to formulate my words. I want to formulate my words in a way that y'all don't have so much misunderstanding, since there was so much misunderstanding before. Whatever issues, and I put it in a post, Taye and I have had, we've been resolved those issues months ago. If I'm not mistaken, it's been months ago. And I want to kind of break down from my side as much as I can, because there's so much that I can't tell y'all. Well, let me correct that. Not that I can't tell you. Oh, no, you're fine. Kimaria, you're fine. If you sent the super sticker, that's fine. I'm just saying for this month, I would prefer the Cash Apps because I am using all of that money towards my mama's 70th birthday, and I'm planning a big birthday bash for her 70th birthday. So my brother said I'm doing too much. I don't think I'm doing enough, and I appreciate all of y'all support on my lives. So listen, we've been reconciling our issues, and from my side, and I'm trying to, and I can't say everything, and I want to take away the way can't. I could, but I'm choosing not to. Okay. When Chef and Taye first got together, everybody, for whatever reason, was on Taye's ass, right? If you all were to go back in my lives, all of them are still up. I said, I don't know her. I'm going to get to know her. I'm going to see what I see and form my own opinion. Okay? I said that for the longest. And for the longest, I took my time to form my opinion. And Penny is here. Me and Penny talk all the time. Penny, am I right? Is that not what happened in the beginning?
That is 100% correct.
Um, I heard something. Step B, thank you for the big cash. As she said for the birthday for your mom. Thank you so much, Step B. Y'all are really supporting this big 70th birthday party. And I really appreciate y'all because really the more support I get, the bigger I'm gonna try to show my mom how much I appreciate her, how much I love her, how much I realize she's changed. I have people that's gonna be coming singing. I have her. She doesn't. She's not on the internet. I have her a masseuse coming, and then some of her friends that are coming. I got 4 more people. So I'm just trying to really, really, really do as big as I can for her 70th birthday. Okay. Um. So what is this? So the StreamYard right now is just for people who are supposed to be coming on the StreamYard. Okay, cool. So listen. So okay, I said I was gonna give this, even though everybody was going crazy, whatever, right? I was gonna take my time to get to know Taye, and who she is. And I spent a good amount of time, and I mean months with the S with several S's, to pay attention to everything that was going on and to figure out, for me, who figured out who she was. Now I do want to make this very clear. In a relationship, it's just the 2 people, or if it's a regular relationship, it's just 2 people. Nobody needs anybody's outside input. Nobody needs anybody's help. Nobody needs any of that. But I'm saying, as a friend of Carmen's at the time, and at some point, me and Tay did become closer, and we were more friendly. And then at some point, we um, were a little distant. Okay, so I spent a lot of time trying to figure that out. Now, there was a period of time where I was, let me see the words. There was a period of time that I had information on their relationship. And come to find out, that information was very much so one sided, but that was the information that I had. Okay. I had that information and I started to build a grudge. And one thing about me, I'm not a fake person. If I don't care for you, hey Jay Gill. Jay Gill is in the building. Hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. Love, passing by, hit the like button, say hi. I love you back. Thank you for coming on through. And I'm so sorry, you all, if I haven't seen some of y'all comments. I'm really just wanting to get through what I want to say, and I want to try to get through it to where I am being very mindful of what I'm saying and how I'm saying it. So thank you all for coming through, Angelia, Anthony, and everybody. I didn't even see your comment just now. Oh, so wait, what is the conclusion of your opinion of her? Baby, I just started talking, my love. Um, so, given information, and it was very much so one-sided. Um, I started to build a resentment, and I distanced myself. And I distance myself because I'm not a fake ass bitch. And I'm not a person who can not like somebody and still be all up in their face. Now, I do know people like that, but I'm not one of them. So I'm not going to be in your face and up your ass if I don't care for you for whatever reason. Okay? Now, I'm gonna move it on down because again, I'm giving general information, very general, trying not to be very specific. Now, later on down the line, I saw with my own eyes, I heard with my own ears how much Taye showed up for Carmen. I'm not blowing no smoke up nobody's ass. I'm not here to tell no lies. I'm only here to tell my truth. I saw so many times over and over and over where that lady stood up for Carmen in ways that she needed her absolutely to stand up for her. And Carmen has said herself, that Taye has supported her here and there through different things. So, as a person, and I'm going to go back and say something else too, but I'm just going to let me continue and then I'll go back and say something else. Now, and hold on one quick second. One quick second, y'all. And again, I tell y'all this because there was some confusion in my last post or my last live or whatever. So I'm just gonna get. So I saw these things. I saw when she picked her up from jail. I saw when she bonded her out. I saw so many intervals where she supported Carmen. And previously in my mind, I was saying to myself, I wonder when and if these occasions come, if she will show up in this way. I wonder if the road gets tough or whatever that looks like, will she show up in this way? And every time that I saw it, she did. She did. She fucking did. And I'm not, again, I know some of y'all are like, oh, they paying you, bitch. I ain't got a check yet. I'm missing all of the checks. I'm missing every check that I could have got. Okay? I saw her show up in the ways that to me proved to me. Now, did she have to prove something to me? No, she didn't. These people don't owe me nothing in their relationship. They don't owe y'all nothing. But I'm going to say this. As when I was closer to Carmen as a friend, and I was being told this stuff, it was like, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it was like. It was like, have you ever been friends with somebody and then that friend or maybe their friend or somebody else or whoever, you found out this information about their significant other. And you didn't realize at the time that it was only half truth or whatever, but at the time, that's the information that you were given. And when you got that information, you held on to it, right? And then later on, those two people in the relationship moved on. They forgave each other. They went on about their business, as relationships do, and they moved on. And I often found myself in those times when they moved on, I found myself still stuck. I found myself still having a resentment. I found myself still feeling a way. And after a while of that, what I really requested, and Penny can attest to this as well, what I really attested and what I really realized, I don't want to know anything about anybody's relationship.
No.
Don't tell me nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to know anything about. I don't want to know anything about. Why is this thing? I don't want to know anything about their relationship. And I've sent myself the wrong thing. We have another guest. I didn't want to know anything. Hey Tay.
Hey, Tay.
I don't think we can't hear her. Tay,
Mm-mm.
we oh wait. Hello?
Hey,
Hey.
there she is. I'm
Um,
here.
so I don't know if you've been, following the live or whatever. But I came to a point where I didn't want to know anything about their relationship because if anybody can attest to this, as a friend and a large part of the time, I say I communicated with Carmen the most. So I communicated with Carmen the most, and Carmen is who at some point I identified as my friend. Were me and Tay friends at some point in the beginning? Yes. But I realized I'm not a person where I want to be in anybody's relationship, especially if the information is coming one sided. I don't want to be in the middle of your relationship. And the minute that I made the request to say, I don't want to be in nobody's relationship, I don't want to know about it, I don't want to hear about it, I don't want to be in the middle of it, the minute I freed myself from everything. And then later on, as um, Tay and I talk about different stuff, I'm like filling in the gaps. Oh, well, this wasn't exactly how it was told to me to be. It wasn't exactly. And so I'm saying all this to say, I've said before, oh, hold on, shit. I've said before that I don't have an issue with Tay. I made it very clear on my last post that I don't have an issue with Tay. And for whoever thought that I did, I want to make it super clear. I have seen the things within the last, I don't know, what you want to say, maybe a year. I don't have a time frame. Penny is better with keeping up time frames than I am. I would say at least a year. I've
Least,
seen
at least, Darnell. At least a year.
I've
I think
seen
it's
the
been over.
over a year. I've seen the things that this lady has done for Carmen. I've seen how she has stuck up for Carmen and been in there when Carmen really needed her. And mind you all, I'm saying all of these things without getting into specifics, is what I'm trying to do also. But when I say I've seen it, wait,
Oh dear. Oh
oh
dear.
shit.
Oh
Wait,
dear.
hey, listen. I'm just gonna. Carmen is in the building. I'm just gonna show. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I've seen the things. Over the screen.
Oh Jesus.
I've seen the things that Tay has done for Carmen. And these are things that in my eyes and in my life and in how I process things and how I look at it, which they didn't need none of that. They didn't need my opinion. They didn't need my validation. They didn't need none of it. But what I'm saying is how I process things. And I wouldn't be on this live telling you all this if I didn't mean it. I've seen the way this lady, and I say lady because I just say that sometimes, looked out for the other lady. I've seen the way how Taye has looked out for Carmen, has stood up for her and been there for her. And I can truly tell you, I can't right now. I can
Oh
truly
Jesus.
tell you
Lord God.
that she loves her because ain't nobody parting with their money, If they don't love somebody, that's one of the biggest signs to me. If somebody get up off for some money, oh, you love me, don't you? And I've seen her do things for her and to be there for her and show up for her. And I can say, yes, I can finally, and I could have been said it, but I could say, yes, she loves her. I believe in that relationship. I believe she loves her. So I don't care how you think it started and how somebody said it started and who said this and what they said or whatever. I'm just telling you right now, I've seen it from beginning to now. And I've seen things that if somebody didn't care about somebody, they wouldn't have done them. Okay? So I don't have an issue with Taye at all. If it was misconstrued or misunderstood, I told y'all before, I told y'all in that last post, Taye and I were supposed to been had a conversation. We didn't have the conversation we were supposed to have. And so I made my affiliation to say that I am close and connected with Carmen. I'm looking. Oh Lord Jesus, I'm looking. I'm looking. No, that's the post. I am Carmen. I got to get this out the screen because I'm saying your comment. I am. I was only friends with Carmen because me and Taye never talked enough to build our connection back, and to come to find out. And basically, we're all here. We're all back in the building together. Yeah.
So it's somebody on here. It's two people on here. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all are talking about. Like, seriously, this my gift of discernment. Obviously, you ain't got a goddamn gift in hell because you got it all wrong. And this BT person, somebody it was Carmen's money. How the fuck you know that, bitch? You don't know a goddamn thing. You don't know nothing about my finances before I met Carmen, during, or anything. Now, you wish you had 10% of what I have. So mind your fucking business.
All
Okay.
right.
I'm over it. Okay.
Now, okay. So whatever's going in the comments, I ain't even seen the comments. But I'm just here to tell y'all that I've seen it with my own eyes. Taye, I appreciate you for what you've done for Carmen, for getting her when she was in jail, for getting her out of jail, for showing up, flying in. You flown in several times when she needed you. For just being there in the way that you should have, and I was able to witness it and see it. And I was able to, with not that you needed it, not that y'all needed it, not that nobody asked me, but I was able to, within my own, I was able to, within my own self, see that you love this lady. And so I want to give you your flowers for that. I want to tell you that I am a person to take my time to try to assess a situation. I've never, and maybe it may seem like, or maybe I have. I would say my last live was not uh, uh, shady or what do you call it? It wasn't no shade in that last live, but probably some other times I may have been shady. So I do apologize to you. And no, again, some people are gonna be like, "Oh, they paid them." I mean, ain't nobody paid me nothing. Matter of fact, why don't you pay me more? Okay.
Well, since BT want to be all in my goddamn pockets, maybe she can pay you.
Why don't you pay me more? But I really want to, but I don't have any money. Okay, so BT, I don't know what y'all got going on in the comments.
I can't get in there and mod when I'm on StreamYard, but I can hop off and go
So
fuck some people up if I
I don't
need to.
know who BT is, but BT is gone. Okay. So I just wanted to give you your flowers. I just wanted to say I see you. I see what you've done. You didn't have to do it, and I didn't know that you would do it. When it was time to step up, I had a question mark to see if you would really step up when it was time, and you did. And I have to tell people that. I have to tell people that. Um, I don't know what I'm not even looking at the comments. So yeah, so I really just wanted to clear that up. I don't know if you had anything to say. I don't even know how long you was on the live, but I told it was different stages of like getting to know you for who you are, because when if people were, all attacking you, I wasn't on board with that. I wanted to figure out who you were, and it took me some time, and I finally did see.
And sometimes like when you're in this space, I came into something and I didn't realize that it was like crazy like it was. Like I'm sitting here, just minding my business, going to work 6 days a week, getting my hustle on, building my stacks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. And I didn't know who Carmen was. I didn't know anything about social media like that. I was on there, my personal page, dealing with folk or whatever, but never knew that, people were really out here doing the things, that they do or whatever, or even that money was being made on social media. Like I had no clue. I was so naive to all of this. And then I was really naive to the way people can be on social media, the negativity, the nastiness, and that was really a struggle for me because here I was living my best life, just buying what I want, going where I felt like, just really having a carefree lifestyle. And then, I'm falling head over heels for this woman, after being single for 2-3 years and just focusing on my money and, building, my dreams and stuff. And then I fall in love with this woman and I find out like this woman got all these crushes and
Mm-hmm.
people with hidden agendas and stuff. And I didn't know that. So I really walked into the fire.
And some
And
of them still to this day wouldn't either consider themselves or acknowledge that they were crushing up on her or wanted her or would be willing to be with her or be gay for whatever. They won't even acknowledge that, but yeah, they was hard upon her.
yeah,
Baby.
and this is my lifestyle. I mean, I've been living it for a long time before I even knew Carmen. So, my personal friends, people, associates from, my hometown or whatever, they knew me. They know they know what I do. Like, so me and Carmen, that was not like, oh, you met me in the trenches in the alleyway or something, and I needed a place to live or a car to drive or money from somebody. Like I didn't need any of those things. I was very independent and very much about my stuff and my lifestyle. And it was just really crazy to be catapulted into some nonsense all because of who I was.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And, and and I
it's
will
really sad.
say, because maybe your personality is strong, or maybe you don't take a lot of shit, and I don't take a lot of shit, so I can relate to that. Maybe people like misunderstand you or misunderstand people who don't take a lot of shit. Or
Right.
maybe also I'm giving possibilities out there and I'm including myself in those possibilities and observations. Maybe because you've been through a lot of shit, you don't take a lot of shit, or maybe when you get the first inkling of a little shit, you're on guard. And I'm talking about myself right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're on guard because bitch, I've already been through enough shit. I've seen enough shit. I've been through enough shit. My family put me through shit. So when I see your shit coming, bitch, I don't have a half of a second to deal with your shit. I'm
Yeah.
defensive as a motherfucker. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I'm I'm on defense and I'm shutting your shit down the minute I see it because I don't have time for your shit. I got enough shit going.
Yeah, and it's like even when I met Carmen, and she was talking about getting serious and stuff. Not after, and that was a very short time after we met, and I was really on the "Are you sure?" You know what I'm saying? Because I had, I was getting ready to do some things in Houston once I stopped working my contract. I was getting ready to go out and have a good time. I was ready to turn up on time. So I was getting ready to get out and mix and mingle. That was my plan. So meeting her was not supposed to be a hookup. It was supposed to be just to meet someone that, you might become cool with. That's it. That was the impression that I was under. So, and probably if it was more so, if I would have known it was more so, hey, there's this person, I might, y'all might be a good fit together, I may have not decided to go and meet her because that wasn't in the space that, I was in at that time. And so it really was a complete whirlwind. Like, how do you go from being super duper single and not even having the time to meet anyone to, oh my God, I'm in a relationship and now I'm engaged? Like, everything was just so freaking quick that I was scared myself. But I'm like, hey, maybe this is what I needed, So again, everything just happened by chance. And like I said, when, she was talking about being serious, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, I got some shit to do. You sure about this? And, she was like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, I guess. And then 2 weeks later, I'm engaged, or 3 weeks or whatever. It was a very short amount of time. And it definitely was unexpected, yeah. And there it is.
I got something to say. To the person in the chat with my gift of discernment, take a hike. Listen, what do you mean Taye wants Carmen all to herself? Yeah, that's her wife, number one. Number two, they have company at their house all the time. What the hell are you talking about? You obviously don't watch them at all. And sometimes when they have company, that company don't want to be on camera. So they respect that person and they don't film.
Absolutely.
Have fucking seat. God almighty. Your discernment is shitty, by the way. Ooh. That's all I got to say.
Oh, I'm gonna say this also. Although I do have, because I don't know that other person, they're gone, BJ or whoever it was. Although you all can post your opinions, please don't flood the chat with them. I see you all reposting the same thing because I will block you. I do try to have a open forum for you all to state your opinions, but when you're over flooding the chat with the same thing, or if you're being disrespectful or whatever, you definitely can get blocked. Okay.
And then, I'm seeing they saying I'm trying to steal Carmen shine. Let me explain something. I could never steal a diamond's shine.
Ooh.
I could never steal a diamond shine. That's not that's not even my thing. I always gonna pump my wife up. I'm always gonna hype her up. I'm her biggest hype person.
Catch it.
I'm literally her biggest hype person. I was talking to her I think it was either yesterday or today, and we were just talking about the food vending. And when I tell you, no lie, I witnessed this firsthand. I was nowhere around. I came up, I'm seeing 5 lines in Carmen's booth. 5 lines. I'm looking around at everybody else. They got 2 people, 1 person, no people, 5 lines. And we were talking, and I said, babe, you the shit. You are the shit. Like, I am her biggest freaking fan. I be crushing over my wife, period, point blank. And you cannot dim the light of the sun. That is her personality. That is who she is. I could never do that. But we both individually, we both shine bright. And together, we shine brighter. That is why we are the perfect team.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the gift of discernment.
Darnell, you told me not to show my ass tonight. I'm trying not to.
Oh, yeah, don't show your ass, Penny. I'm not deleting this live. I'm going to tell you that. If your ass gets shown on this bitch, it's going to be an ass
Sherry, Sherry, what are you even talking about? You talking about 2 fake weddings and no marriage certificate. What the hell are you talking about?
I don't even see that person. But I did go ahead and get rid of the other 2 people. So, let me see. You and Chef are shining. Okay, shining like a star. Okay, cool. So, yeah. So, yeah, and as you should, Taye, because both of y'all are doing y'all thing. Listen, I've been, and, you know, in the beginning of this, I also said if chef is making a mistake, it's her mistake to make. I said all of these things in the beginning, right? Because I gave so much time for my. I'm not a jump on the bandwagon person, right? I'm a, like, let me see for myself, let me figure out for myself. Um, and I just felt the need. You know, it was so crazy before I was made aware that people were saying, "Oh, I was throwing shade or whatever." It was so crazy because I was laying in my bed in the middle of the night. I was saying, you know, I really want to tell people how I feel about Taye now and about the things that I've seen that she's done and the respect that I have for her because of those things now. But in the process of that, like I just, even in this conversation, I have to try to stop myself, and not because of, see, I just don't even want to say that. I just have to stop myself because there's so many moving parts. I'll say that. There's so many moving parts. And I'm trying not to reveal some of the moving parts. Not that I give a damn, because I don't. But I'm trying not to reveal some of the moving parts. And I don't know what happened to Starkeisha, but everybody has been on. The 18 was here. Um, Starkeisha, which I don't know who y'all know who that is. Penny, Tay, me, Carmen was in the chat. Um, there's so many moving parts that I'm really trying to have a conversation around them and not be uh not disclose some private and how the things exactly happened and how they lined out and how and who and how. And so I'm trying my best to have a conversation and work around all of those things. And it's not always easy for me. And I want y'all to know too, it's not always easy for me to do that. And I'm not always going to be perfect in doing it. And if I throw shade, I will tell you I'm throwing shade. And not all the time I'm throwing shade. Sometimes I just feel like I'm telling the truth. It's not always shade. I don't have an issue with Tay. That's why we're here today. And if I had an issue with Tay, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be doing this. Okay? I just want to be very clear. And if anybody else wants to come up, I know that initially we were just doing everybody who was on the panel, and I've also expressed, because I'm not a fake person. Matter of fact, just go rewatch the live. If you missed something, go rewatch the live. Okay, I'll just put it like that.
And also, you know, I want to say that a lot of time when you have, you know, so many people, you know, that just misconstrue who you are, it makes things extremely difficult. You know, I'm loyal to a fault. You know, I'm one of them people, I want to see the goodness, I want to see it through, I want it to work, you know, and I have never loved anyone in my life the way that I love my wife.
Oh.
No one ever. I mean, the old me, when I was dealing with the stuff with, you know, her addiction and everything, baby, let me tell you, the old me would have been like, yeah, I'm not doing this. At the first sign of the stuff, I'm not doing this, I'm out of here. That was the old me. You know, but when you sit and you talk to people that have been married for a long time, that have gone through some real challenges, like what I just went through, um, and you realize that maybe there is hope, because at one point I was just like, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. She's going to keep going to this casino. She's going to keep up with this addiction. She's going to destroy herself, and I'm not going down with her. And all I knew was fight or flight. I had to go, you know, but I had to do some real prayer and I had to do some real meditation and I had to do some real work on me and, what I was willing to go through. Because a lot of people that I knew, when they knew what was going on, it's like, Tay, I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you did it. But there was many nights that I cried. There were many nights that I prayed, just hoping.
I can verify that.
And
She went through a lot.
she
went through a
did.
lot.
And remember when I said how sometimes people can deliver, or let me see, how information can be given that's one-sided, you know. It's part of this, it's part of the conversation. Um so yeah, I'm not, it was a lot that was going on that I know now. Um and of course, the gambling has been talked about. They've talked about it, so it's no secret.
Mm-hmm.
The gambling has been talked about, and it's not a small thing to deal with. And I'm so glad. And let me tell you something. I'm so glad to see Carmen on the other side of that. I hope and pray that she continues this path on the other side of that. And also, you know what? Let me see. Let me think. There was a point where, I probably, okay. So my mind is telling me to not say that, so I'm just gonna not say it. Um, I see something. Kathy M, thank you so much for the big cash out. She's because I can, and you're the bomb.com. Thank you so very much. Thank y'all for the cash outs. Listen, I would prefer you all to support via cash out tonight rather than the super chat. But if you have to send a super chat, I appreciate you. All of that would be going towards my mom's birthday. Which, I got a person from this other platform that I'm on, and I don't even know what the platform is. I forgot. Somebody said cheap views. I'm not for the play for no views. I don't pay for views, person, whoever you is. I don't pay for views. I know somebody else do that. They pay for views and they pay for
Not to pay for the views,
the followers.
not to pay for the followers, not to pay for the oops.
Hey, I'm on another platform.
Don't do that. Don't do that. It'd be weird to me because how you go from 5,000 followers to 10,000 in 24 hours?
Oh, baby,
But I ain't never done that. I'm slow and steady. I be slow and steady.
Baby, I'm real slow and steady. But I am on another platform, and it's so crazy that I don't even remember what platform that is. I just know I joined another platform and I click on it to go there, and that's the first message that I've gotten from that platform. But no, I would not be paying for a view. I would not be paying for a follower.
And I didn't even know people did that. But my thing is, why?
It don't produce in money.
Because if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense. But I literally saw somebody and they were on TikTok and they had a little TikTok page and they had just started, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they just started a TikTok page, and it wasn't like they didn't have a following anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So they had just started a TikTok page. And then literally when I looked at them 2 months later, it was like 10,000 followers. Cause I guess that, that's what you need in order to,
go live. Yeah.
To go live or whatever. I don't know. It's not to go live. It's something else. You need 1,000 to go live. But
1,000 to go live. Yeah.
It's 1,000 to go live. But they turned around, they had 10,000 followers because I think at 10,000 followers, you can apply to the creator fund or something like that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But then when they found out that the person had bots, it went back down. And as a matter of fact, I think their account wound up getting banned. And I'm like, well, damn, what happened?
You know what? I'm so sorry. Go ahead, Tay. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, so it just don't pay to do stuff like that because, you're still not going to make no more money off of that when you have, 10,000 followers and you got 2 people on your live or whatever.
Not
it's
the
two, and it be steady 2 people on your live all the time. No, ma'am, you don't have 10,000 followers. You done bought them people. Nope.
Hey, listen, you all. Thank you for the cash apps or whatever. Send the cash apps instead of the StreamYard because again, I am doing this towards my mother's 70th birthday. I appreciate all the support I can. The whole month long, I am using the cash apps towards that crown.
Are you talking to me? Hi.
I am love, and you know what? I'm not. I don't know what the spirit took over me the other day, and I got into it. I'm not gonna get into it with you tonight with that.
You didn't get into it with me. Don't make me
No,
bite
not get
you.
no, not get into it with you, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we discussed some things. Hi,
But
hi, Darnell.
hey, my love, how are
How are
you?
you? I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain. I just wanted to say hi to Tay.
Hey, boo.
I ain't seen her in a
What the
minute.
fuck?
I be
Am I
missing
chopped
her
liver?
live.
The
Huh?
hell? Am I just chopped liver? What about pie
I
crust?
was getting to you, Penny. Blood clot, Penny. Hold on. Penny, hold on. Lord of mercy, Penny, hold on. Penny, how are you?
I'm good, my love. Hi, Crown.
How you doing? I just
I'm
wanted to
good.
come on real quick and say hi to Tay. And I came in and not in the beginning, and I saw that some of the people that were blocked were saying some things. And when I see things like that, when they say that, when Tay does decide to speak on stuff, it's like they hang on her nipples and her ass
Not the
because they're
nipples.
obsessed with her ass. They hang on her nipples because she don't respond a lot to a lot of shit. She just be going about her business. But when she does finally want to respond, that's why you got 600, almost 700. Not saying that you don't usually have that, but we know that the majority of people who's tuning in right now just want to listen and hang on her every word so they can make their content, right?
Right, because
So,
we did. I just want to be
right.
clear because we did have over 500 people, close to 600 in my last live. But go
You
ahead.
did. You did. But you just we gonna talk later. So yeah. So you do have these numbers, but now that Tay's on the live, now these people are coming out the woodwork saying all of these things. Now,
Mm-hmm.
all of the things that all of them people are typing in that chat is things that they've heard on these hater websites.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the haters who's here listening, because I know y'all stinking Ross. I sit down and I listen to every fucking thing she's saying because she is a queen, all right? And she's Carmen's queen. And for them to say, oh, she wants Carmen Alta, fucking right she does. And what? What y'all gonna do about it? That's her wife, all right? Whatever choice Carmen made her choice and she is happy. Let her live in her happiness. Just because you're not happy doesn't mean the rest of us are going to be unhappy with you. So I was there from the grinder. Okay. I was there from the grinder. And I always say that because that was the initial moment when the hatred started. I saw it happening in real time in the chat. Okay. And the
Mm-hmm.
woman didn't even, at that point, Tay didn't even open her mouth yet. She didn't even say a word yet. She didn't even have to talk. And y'all hated her. And then now y'all want there to be some big beef between her and Darnell. It's just senseless and at some point laughable because they still together, they looking happy, they're healthy, they doing what the fuck they gotta do, and some of y'all are just declining.
They ain't declining this
What's
thing.
the
So
decline?
some of y'all are on the decline right now, like the stock,
Oh,
huh? Y'all got hit with the tariffs. That's called AKA. Hey, y'all got hit with the karma. That's tariffs for y'all asses. Y'all are on the fucking decline.
it's the terrorists for me.
Some of y'all out here seeing spiders in the sky, all kind of shit. Like it's crazy. And
Not
Tay
the
and them
spot.
living their lives. Yeah, you.
I gotta keep catching it. Not the spiders in the sky. The 4 leg spiders.
It's the
Ah.
spiders in the sky for me.
So Tay, I just commend you for standing in your purpose, standing by Carmen and Carmen stand. I appreciate you for your honesty out here because you've had some shit come at you, And I don't know if I could ever have done it. I'm gonna tell you now, I would have probably ran a long time ago, love or not.
I'm
You know,
I'm telling you.
you got that
Mhm.
strength. Is that New York shit mixed with that fly? I don't know what it is, because I'm from New York. So
Yes, ma'am.
is that ride or die shit? You want that ride or die? And I'm just saying,
And I
I
mean,
love you for that.
and you know the thing about it, Crown, it's damned if you do, and it's damned if
Mm-hmm.
you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because here's the thing: if I would have left Carmen, right,
Yes.
because of everything that was going on, it would have been, oh, Tane really love her. Tane,
Right.
blah blah blah.
She
If
wanted her
I
money and
stay,
shit like that. Mm-hmm.
if I stay, it's, oh, she must want something. It's this, and this. The thing is, I don't need Carmen for money. I don't need Carmen for growth with my business. I don't need my wife for any of those things. What I need from her is her love. That's it. That's all I've ever needed from her. I didn't need anything else. I had a career. I still have a career. I have initiative. I'm a smart person. I
Mm-hmm.
can go and do anything that I need to or want to. I don't need to have her. I didn't need her for a home. I didn't need her for a transportation. I didn't need her for good credit. I didn't need her for any of those things.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't move in the house with her. I
Right.
didn't start driving her vehicles because I didn't have a car.
Right.
I didn't need Carmen to pay bills in my house. I worked.
Mm-hmm.
So, all I needed from her was respect and love. That's it.
That's it. See, people can't wrap they head around that, because first of all, they don't want to, and second of all, they've been lied to by liars.
Yeah.
By liars. All of them, from that B bitch with the train track mouth to to
Hello.
to the bitches with just been lied to by everyone. And they see the lies, but they refuse to admit that it's a lie, because they're gonna feel stupid for believing that shit. And a lot of them have felt stupid for believing the shit. That's why a lot of them are running over here. No names
Hmm.
mentioned. No names mentioned, but they running over here. Why? Because they feel they know that they listened. They walked into a burning building. Okay, and now that the building no longer exists and it's crumbled, they come into the sunshine side. They call it the dark side. On the haters, I'm sure they call it the dark side, but this is not the dark side. This is the light. This is where the truth is at. And y'all don't like the truth. Y'all don't like the fact that Tay. I watched all of Tay's lives when she first started out here. She didn't even know what the fuck to really do on her lives. Okay, and then she found her niche. We used to have lunch with her. We used to travel with her while she was at, like it
I
came.
remember.
Yeah.
Don't
I
forget
remember
trivia.
the. I remember the. Wait, she was eating food in the middle of the ocean.
Yes, I remember
Yes.
that. She was in the middle of the ocean eating food. She would take her shopping with her, shit like that. We were enjoying her. We still fucking do. And that's why the thing is, people they have remained constant with her, even through all the lies and through all the bullshit. I don't give a fuck what people say about Carmen. I've been following her since she started on here, and I'm gonna fucking follow her until she stopped being on social media. Okay, it's not gonna stop. You can't tell me. I'm not saying she's a saint, but you can't tell me no bullshit about her. And I just be like, oh no, I'm not gonna follow her anymore. No, that's not going to happen.
And
Hmm.
And for
listen,
those listening, oh, you a follower. Da, da, da. No, I consider myself her fucking friend. I don't follow nobody. I consider myself her friend in my head. Say what you want to say. She's my friend in my head.
and
And
every time
I
Carmen
ride
says
with
she
her.
ain't coming back on social media, she be right there.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. And we here for it. It's fine. But sometimes I
Mm-hmm.
know she want to get away, and I like when she be silent and when she just be ignoring all the shit. I love when she does that. I told her that before when she was on here. I've told her that. Like, I like when you and Tay just don't say shit. That should be burning them up. They have to when that happens, they have to come up with content because they have no content besides you and her. They have nothing else. They're not going to talk about their lives because their lives suck.
Speaking of no content,
Mm-hmm.
I'm really tired of the subliminals.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah, y'all
Uh,
bad ass is gonna stay in the car without ice and no AC. Roll the damn windows down.
Oh shit! What? What?
I'm really
I'm
tired of the
talking to Vicky.
subliminals, and where where I'm tired of the subliminals from people who say they don't do subliminals.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Those are the ones that do it.
those are the ones that do it. Now, what I am gonna say, and I've said it before. I don't want y'all if I were to decide to go to spaz out, don't think that it's coming from nowhere. Okay, that's what I want. That's the point I want you to let you know. I'm tired of the subliminals from people who say they don't do subliminals, who act like they don't do nothing. They ain't seen nothing. They ain't heard nothing. They don't know nothing. Uh, if and when, because it's gonna be.
I was gonna say, forget the if. It's a win.
Oh shit. It ain't gonna be cute, and it ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be cute. So I don't even know why the person keeps trying me with the subliminals. But maybe they don't. They don't see shit in their own life. They can't see shit, so they must don't see the end.
Mm.
Um, I, I'm just telling you the subliminals from people who say they don't do subliminals. Okay, y'all go back. I ain't got nothing else to say because if I say something else, I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say.
So how's the weather where y'all are at?
Is it raining, sunny, or what? No, but that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to say what's up to Tay and just say, you know how I do. I come on here and say what I feel, and people are gonna be mad, but who gives a fuck? Like it's 2025. We trying to survive out here in these streets. Don't nobody got time to be listening to these people talk major shit and then they declining as they speaking. They decline. You're watching them decline while you watching them.
Ooh. It's like watching
They,
somebody breathe their last
yo,
breath.
they just falling the fuck apart. But they like, but Tay, her titties, oh her
Wow, you
ass, oh my
stupid!
god, what the fuck, oh my god, like what y'all want? Y'all want her to get her OnlyFans so y'all can see her shit? What
Lord
what do
God.
y'all want?
You
And you know, there's
stupid!
somebody on here. I really want to light their ass up, but you know what? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. But if I keep seeing that name, I might want to lighten their ass up just because.
I'm gonna fucking scream.
But they keep being in the comments like that, like it ain't no goddamn problem. Like shit, sweet. And I'm really trying my best to keep myself together. This damn caramel apple is good as fuck.
Oh shit! Hey, I'm trying to keep myself together, shit, and you know that ain't easy.
Just
Crown.
declining. Tay, that they declining. Don't listen to them.
Hey,
Hmm.
our patience is declining.
Huh.
Don't. But
I
I
don't
gotta
really
go.
say
I gotta
much.
go, y'all. My man is calling me, and I
We
gotta
miss
answer
you,
the call.
Crown.
Oh, that's the
Miss you
man!
too,
Yeah, my man.
my
Crown,
man,
go
my
get
man,
me
my
some.
man,
Look at
my man, my.
that man!
Thank you to my man. Hey, no, but yeah, I gotta answer his call because he don't like that not answering business when he know.
But shit, go on and
He
answer that
know.
call us
But
back.
yeah,
Shit,
I'll be
we
listening. I'll be listening to the rest. I love you guys.
Love you too,
Love
babe.
you.
Hey, keep your head up and your titties.
Yes,
Um,
ma'am. In my ass.
and her
and your ass.
ass.
Keep your ass, your head,
Baby, don't
and
forget
your.
the ass. The ass is the main focus these
That's
days.
the
The
main
ass
focus.
is assing.
I just
Hey,
want her to
I ain't
moon
gonna
them one
lie.
day.
I ain't gonna lie. I said, bitch, can they have took some fat out my ass? Not even my ass, my stomach, and put it in there.
Listen, I'm gonna send Darnell a picture. I'm gonna be
Darnell.
like, Carmen, is it okay?
Ah!
Hey, let me tell y'all another thing, and I told Tay this too, and then Tay knows it. Let me tell y'all something.
I gotta go, y'all. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all
Okay,
later.
All right,
so
boo.
Mwah.
Bye.
Mwah. Bye.
I told Tay, no matter what has happened, you ain't gonna never meet. Oh shit.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Goddamn.
Hey,
And she's
I
back.
told Tay. I told Tay this, and no matter what has happened, and even in the thick of it, you ain't gonna never meet another Starkeisha, Darnell, and Penny. Never gonna meet them. Never gonna meet them. I'm trying to tell you, because out of all the things that happen, and y'all might say some shade or some shit, but y'all can't never come to me to this day and tell me no shit that I done told y'all of a secret or some shit I know or whatever. And I guess y'all don't know the shit I know, so y'all want to know. Da, da, da. But they know. Ain't never been a fucking day. Ain't never been a day. And you ain't gonna meet no Penny and no Darnell and no Starkeisha. Cause some of y'all other ones, the time is yet to tell. But I don't know. We've been
Well,
it's
I
been
think the
about
time has been told on a couple.
a couple of right. But we've been about what 3 years? That's about how
Mm-hmm.
we've been about 3 years. And you know what? 3 years sometimes the road get tough. And the road has gotten tough.
Yeah.
I'm very strong and opinionated. Uh, everybody's very strong and opinionated. But we are all here. Well,
Well, mm,
uh, most of us are here. Um, Tay and I previously had a conversation. We didn't finish it, and that's what I had to say. You know, Tay, we didn't finish talking. We did never not finish talking. We didn't begin to talk the way we needed to talk because guess what? There's so many things that sometimes come up, and I'm not gonna get into that either. There's so many things that come up, so we didn't get a chance. And sometimes also there's somebody who like to try to throw a monkey wrench in the plans. And I see you, and we see you. And Tay is here. I'm here. Penny is here. Lisa was here. Carmen was in the chat. And I want to say I love all of y'all. And I think by now we should know each other very well.
and I think that when you're dealing with strong, opinionated people, there are pros and cons to that. Most of it is pros, but you have those moments where, you know, it might be a little bit of tussling going on. But the
Tay,
ability, huh?
so hey, just to let y'all know, because y'all be like, oh, y'all. Sometimes we have straight up had it out.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I just want to be very clear. When y'all
All
talking
of
about,
us.
oh,
All
you
of us.
know,
All
yeah,
of us.
all of us. Sometimes y'all be like, oh, y'all don't say this and y'all don't say that. Sometimes we have straight up had it out. Y'all just don't know nothing about it.
And that's the way it should be, because at the end of the day, all of this can be resolved, and sometimes you have to go through some things because, like you said, you find out who's really there when you go through shit. When ain't nothing going on that's complicated, or where people aren't in 100% agreement, that's when you find out the root. That's when you find out if that person's really for you or if they're not. If you all can recover, and sometimes recovery isn't in a week, sometimes it takes months, sometimes it might even be years. But if I can have a disagreement with you and we don't talk for a minute, and then here it is 6-7 months later, and we can come back to each other and have a discussion.
And ain't nothing you told me you can never say or point, or nobody ever said I said. Nothing.
Exactly. And so that is what's most important. What happens when it ain't all roses?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, then there has been disagreements about stuff here and there. I wouldn't say it's a whole bunch of disagreements, but there has
But
been
it has been.
disagreements.
And again, I said too, part of the respect that I feel that there is because I'm not fake. I'm
Right.
not, if I have a problem with you, I'm not finna be, oh, Taye, girl, I love you and you're so wonderful. And, Taye, I just, want to tell you, bitch, I'm not finna do that.
And it ain't gonna happen over here either.
And so if we ain't talking, we just ain't talking.
That's it. That it ain't gonna be no all of that. I ain't calling you about a goddamn thing, and I don't want you calling me.
Exactly. And as much as somebody may say that's dysfunction or whatever, that's
It's not.
actually
It's human. It's human nature.
Yeah. And no, it's
But
black
we're not robots. We
It's
have
black
feelings. We
people's
have
nature.
emotions.
It's black people's nature.
I don't know about that.
No, let me tell you something.
Now we already had this conversation earlier.
We did.
Stop it. No. I'm not dealing with you.
Okay. I'm gonna tell y'all how I feel about it. I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it. Black people back in the day used to more so be like, if I don't like you, I don't talk to you. I'm not going to look at you. The most I might say is hello, and you better be glad if you can get that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, I'm not trying to throw no shade. I'm not trying to be funny. But white people have been the people who can say, hey, how are you, Taye? How you give me a big hug? Taye, how you been doing? I love you, Taye. And plot all of this shit behind your back and hug you and do all of this shit. Nobody has to agree with me, and I'm not being racist. I'm not being anything. That's what I have seen back in the day from both people. Nowadays,
can I say white people's the same way? That's all I want.
There it is.
There you go. Penny is here. She done already tell you about the white people.
Penny.
Nowadays, though, black people with wigs can be all in your face and say, hey, I love you. Give me a hug. I love you. I love you. And tell me everything and give me a hug and I love you. And then black people can do these things. I'm not that black person, but some black people can do this shit. I'm not that black person.
I don't do all that.
If I don't like
have time.
you, I'm not finna be around you. I don't want to talk to you. The most I can tell you is hello and goodbye.
And hell, I ain't even gonna tell you that. Bitch, kick rocks.
Now you have to do a lot for me not to be able to tell you hello, but I'm just saying, I'm not finna be fake at all, period.
Anita, he did say with wigs. Yes, he did.
Oh.
Yeah, Darnell doesn't have any fakeness in him. And baby, he ain't scared to call people out. Like he'll call my ass out like all the time. And I appreciate it because I'm like, damn, he right. So I appreciate you, Darnell. I really do. I've told you that before though. A million times.
And that's a mutual respect that sometimes people can agree upon. Because when I go back and tell Taye, like, today we had, we talked, and I went back and told Taye, during this period of time, these were my grievances, and I distanced myself because of these grievances.
I think we both distanced ourselves.
And she told me she did the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things we can respect about that is we weren't fake towards each other.
Absolutely not.
I wasn't in her face acting like something different all the while, in my heart, I knew I felt this way, and she wasn't the same. And that's why probably we can come back together, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But fake, when you're fake and you're two faced, and you do shit and act like you didn't do it, and you don't know nothing, you never seen nothing, you don't know nothing, you ain't know what's going on. Sometimes you're just not able to uh, reconnect. Anyway,
I want to
so
say, as adults, the best thing, anyway, in my 30s, my early 30s, I started to realize I need to own my fuck ups. And baby, when I fuck up, I own it. I own it, I accept it, and I try to make it better. A lot of people can't own their fuck ups. Y'all
mm,
need to start learning how to do that. Own your mistakes. It's really good for yourself. Don't do it for other people, but do it for yourself. It
mhm,
really changed my life.
yeah, you're right. So I just wanted to clear this up, um, and hopefully this made people understand the path, and where things have been and where things are, whatever. But I don't have nothing against Tay. As a matter of fact, as I said again, the last things that I've seen over this year or so, um, that I will not discuss, I have a lot of respect for. Let me see. So I can't read no comments right now. But anyway, I don't know how long we've been on here, but I will say that I love y'all. Um, I'm glad that we've had this road that we've had. And Starkeisha, she's came on and fell off, and came on and fell off, and
And
we
ain't said a damn word. She just, mm-mm.
and ain't said a damn word. But we did talk to Starkeisha earlier. I don't know how many of y'all know who Starkeisha is, but everybody who,
Oh, real quick.
uh huh.
Vicky Park said, I'm a Gemini and half of me is fake as hell. Oops.
Oh shit!
Are you a Gemini for real? What y'all be doing over here? These Geminis
Vicky Parks.
said, I'm a Gemini and half of me is fake as hell.
Lord Jesus.
Now, Vicky Parks. Now, baby, that takes a lot to say that, and I really wish I could. Can I put it on my wall? Can I staple it to my page? I heard something.
Doreen said,
Kathy H. She says, "Happy birthday to your mom." Thank you so much for the big cash app. I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't forget. Listen, support via Cash App. The Cash App I'll put on the screen again, but for right now, I want to let y'all know. Vicky P said, "I'm a Gemini, and half of me is fake as hell, bitch." I mean, not bitch. Oh shit. Um, Miss Vicky, I wish I could. Can I post that? Can I leave that permanently on my page? Shit. I'm sorry, Tay. What you said?
I was just reading another comment. Uh Nobody's perfect from Doreen. Everybody ass got a crack in it. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody else do got a crack in it. Some people crack bigger than others. Some people they ain't got a crack. They got an ocean. Some people got a lake. Some people got a pond.
And baby, some people just don't have a soul or heart. They just, mm-mm. They out here doing the
Hmm.
most,
Some
and
people.
pretend like they ain't, but they behind so many things. Mm-mm.
Yes, ma'am. And I don't understand why these people like to try it. Because, baby, when it all comes down, oh, baby, what they like to say? When it all comes down, baby, if it all was to come down, you gonna be the boo boo, the foo foo. So why you want to poo poo?
Mm-mm.
I don't know, honey. I don't understand the people. I don't understand the human beings. When it all comes down, you're gonna be the poo poo, looking like a foo foo, lying like you do. I don't understand the humans. Not on this side of the earth, I don't. Oh, let me tell y'all something. As far as the cash apps, we are 50. What? Well, I'm a little slow right now. We are $75 away from our cash app goal.
We love you, Vicky Parks.
I just had to let y'all know that we are $75 away from our cash app goal. Yes, we love you, Vicky Parks, and I appreciate you for saying that, especially as a Gemini. Darnell, you didn't sing happy birthday to me. My birthday was May the 1st. I'm sorry, Mia Caffey. Let me see if I got it. I don't know if I got it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mia. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mia. We wish you many more. Many more birthdays, my love. Happy birthday, Queen. Vicky says, happy birthday, Queen. Happy birthday, my love. Thank you, Vicky Shield. So happy birthday, love. I didn't know it was your birthday. Happy birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday. I thought this was a really good live. Let me see how many
I don't even feel like we've been up here that long.
I don't even know how long we've been up here. I haven't seen it. Somebody tell us how long we've been on here. But I feel like it was a really good live.
Cinnamon, shut the fuck up. That's all I have
wait.
to say.
Ooh, salmon.
Cinnamon. No, cinnamon. Like the spice. Shut the fuck up. You don't know shit.
Okay, cinnamon. Let me go in here and get rid of cinnamon.
I mean, I could pop off and go hit the bitch with my wrench. I don't give a shit.
Well, cinnamon is gone. Cinnamon. I don't know what you said, but when the people say, sometimes I be
Crazy
giving
said
y'all.
we only been here for 12 minutes.
That's a lie, Lizzie. That's a lie, Lizzie. But we do appreciate y'all. We do love y'all. And this is a good, when I say this is such a good feel good moment and a good circle back moment, because one thing about it is I don't do fake shit. And so feel good, circle back good for me because I mean it. And if I didn't mean it, I wouldn't say it. And I wouldn't be here on it. Okay? Just want to let y'all know that. So I don't know who Cinnamon Stick was. Y'all say Cinnamon Stick in the comments. But they gone. They gone. I don't know who Cinnamon Stick was. Legacy says, love y'all really. Do we love you too, Legacy? I see some of y'all in the comments. Y'all said get rid of Summer's room too. Lord Jesus. Y'all stop it. I I don't have nothing. I don't listen. I don't have nothing to do with some of y'all stuff. I really don't. Let me see. I don't have nothing to say. I don't have nothing to do with some of y'all stuff. But what I will say is, I don't have nothing to say. Nothing. I'm gonna shut the hell up. That's what I'm gonna do. Not the Summer's even. Baby, y'all is on summer. Y'all is on Summer's room ass. I I don't have nothing to say. I do have something to say, but then I don't. See, this whole live, I've been trying to piece my thoughts together real good. Penny.
Yeah. Thelma Jordan, I love you so, so much. You're my girl. I'm sorry if I missed your comments. You my girl.
Hey Thelma J. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm gonna go back to I don't have nothing to say because I can't with y'all. Y'all have a lot of opinions in the comments, and y'all, I just gonna leave the comments to y'all to have y'all opinions and to talk about what y'all want to talk about. But I'm not gonna get into it. But what I will say again is that this has been a really good live, and I did tell y'all we're $75, I believe it was, away from our Cash App goal. So those who can, please support via Cash App. $75 away. Baby, I'm so sick of y'all in these comments. I am so sick of y'all in these comments, Sarah. But as
The
far as
people,
so Tay, how long has it been since you've been with Carmen? Because a lot of people say y'all wasn't gonna last 6 months.
We're going on year 3.
Going on 3 years as of when, like this year?
This year, it'll be 3 years.
My God, they say y'all were gonna last 6 months.
That's a long ass 6 months.
And down so
3 years almost. I feel like it's been 30.
baby. I keep telling people y'all don't have no idea. That's why I say, child, y'all will never want to meet another Starkeisha, Penny, and Darnell, baby, because. Mm-mm. But of course, Tay has lived it,
Yeah.
and
It's different when you
Carmen has lived it. So
it's definitely when you lived in some things, it just really changes your perspective on a lot of stuff. Just a lot. But we're managing, and we will get through whatever obstacles are in front of us, because I one thing I do know is I know about survival. That's one thing I do know. I've been on my own for a very long time at a very young age. And I know about survival. I know about hitting rock bottom, and, you know, being able to pick myself up out of bootstraps and turn my life around. I know that.
hmm let me go check something out. By the way, I didn't think about checking it out till now. But I think at this point, Tay, I think y'all have like a lot more to look forward to. Like y'all can probably plan a lot more, have a
Yeah.
lot have a lot more to look forward to. Um,
Hey, Johnny. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this season. So much negative stuff is behind us. And I'm really looking forward to a lot of growth, a lot of changes for, us, for Carmen, for me, and I'm really, really, really excited. I don't think I've been this excited and this happy in a long time. You know, I the biggest things that I've dealt with, like I said, was, the gambling and things and how that affected me. And, it still affects me to an extent. I'm not over it, but I am in my own way healing from the damage that has been done. Um, and it'll still, it's going to take some time. And it might be, a year, it might be 2 years, it might be 5 years. I don't know, because sometimes I do get, worked up and emotional about it, because I know all that I've been through and all that I've tried to hold on to, in dealing with the addiction. Addiction is just it's not a one person thing. It didn't just affect Carmen. It affected everyone
mhm.
around us, everyone that was close to us, and even those that aren't close to us, even those that are just know us, through association. It messed up a lot of people. And, it takes time to, just heal from the damage that has been done, because there are things that you see physically, like money being, wasted, and, really trying to hold things together. but there's also that emotional effect of addiction that it's not just Carmen that has been affected by that. I went to a meeting and it talks about, the spouses and the children and, just the people that are in the circle of the addict and how it affects them too. Um, and though it was, I wasn't directly in the casino, and there were times that, I would beg Carmen just to get out of the casino, just leave, just please come home, or we'll be somewhere and she was in the casino and I'm like, just let's go. Can we please go? And it'd be begging and pleading for her to walk away from the table and she just wouldn't leave. And I wind up just going off by myself, just trying to find something to do to where I just wouldn't have an emotional breakdown with her and that. And there's still work to be done. But I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. And I see the change and I'm really happy that this is occurring, that this season that we're going into is just so much more enlightening and lighter, like a heavy weight has been lifted. You know.
Yeah, I see the change also. I just pray and and I do believe that that change can continue. And
Mm-hmm.
that when you have a stronghold over your life, and I've said this before, sometimes the everybody has a different, like, oh, I can't see how you can do this or how you can do that. But you just really have to flip it back on yourself and look at that thing that has a stronghold over you or that you're battling with or dealing with. Some people are gambling, whether it's the lotto. Some people play
Mm-hmm.
too many lotto tickets. I remember
Mm-hmm.
my family playing over $100 in lotto tickets a day.
Mm-hmm.
And how can the average person can't afford $100 a day in lotto tickets,
Wow.
and you're taking all that money and you're hoping you're gonna win or whatever. And a lot of times too, you're not even playing like the number that can like reproduce you big money. You're playing like the number that can give you back like $500 or really at that time it was $500 because they didn't even have a cash for it then. And so I've seen this stuff with my own eyes. So while some people would say, how can you, how can you, how can you? There's people all over doing all kinds of things. Whether it's the lottery at the Georgia lottery or the Florida lottery or the California lottery or whatever, and you're playing too much money there to where at the end of the month you're saying like all of your ends not meeting. But if you calculate all of that state lottery money, you might find where your money went. There's people spending too much money on eating out, and you don't have the budget to do that. It's all kind of shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot. You don't have the capacity sometimes to point your finger at other people and wonder why their issue is what their issue is because you got your own issue.
Hey, can
Mm-hmm.
you answer NC? Their
And
question,
see.
yeah, their question
What's
is,
comment?
did you
Carmen was
really?
gambling before Tay. Tay, were you really
There it is.
surprised or did you overlook that part? Okay, so NC, I didn't know. And let me tell you why. Because when I met Carmen, COVID was still going on. I was working 6 days a week. I didn't know Carmen's history of gambling. So no. And when somebody mentioned it one day on a live or something like that, and I asked her about it because I've never been involved with anyone that gambles like that. I mean, so I know some people they'll go to the casino here and there, but not somebody that gambles heavily. So the casinos weren't even open around that time, or they were very limited in capacity. So if Carmen said, I'm working 6 days a week, Carmen said, hey, I'm going to the casino. Okay. I mean, what's the big deal? Because I didn't know. So when you talk about that, I did not have any knowledge of that. I didn't know that Carmen went to this casino regularly until like December or January. So it was either December of 22 or January of 23 that, she actually started going more often. Before then, from like June to December, I was at work. At least until the end of August, I was at work, and I don't police people like that. So, if she told me she was going to the casino, I mean, I didn't think of anything like that. I didn't know anybody that had an addiction to gambling. So no, I didn't know. So I hope that
Right.
answered your
And I think
question.
that she knew that, yeah, Carmen went to casino, but she thought she didn't know she was an addict. There's a big difference.
There is a
I
difference.
I can go to the casino, limit myself to $200 and be out of there.
Yeah,
Carmen cannot. She cannot. So Tay didn't know that. Come on now. She
yeah,
didn't follow her on social media. She didn't know all that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I didn't. And, when I found out, I was really upset about it because I felt like I was hoodwinked and bamboozled. I felt like I said, I've never dealt with anyone with an addiction to anything. Um, I had no clue. So there's your answer, because I could see that you asked something else. Seemed like someone smoked crack and praying it'll go away and married him anyway. I'm confused. Well, hopefully, um, hopefully that has cleared it up. Well, again, I wasn't on social media like that. I didn't follow Carmen like that, so I couldn't tell you that. So there you have it.
I heard something. Let me see here. Stormy H, thank you so much for the big cash app. Sheila M, thank you for the big cash app. Thank you both. I appreciate you all for so very much. So much for supporting the channel. We're $50 away from our cash app goal. If anybody wants to know, I am doing the cash app more than I am doing the what is the other thing? The super chats today. We're $50 away from our cash app goal. Vicky says, "Can I ask a question without getting blocked? What about the pain pills?
We're pain pills.
Everyone has an addiction and nobody is perfect. Carmen has up to her. So what about stepping up?" I don't know what you're talking about by the pain pills. I just decided to click on a question and
Oh, somebody started a stupid rumor that Tay's addicted to pain pills. Just dumb.
Pain pills. I don't take
is
no
that
damn
from
pain pills.
the trip? Is that from the trip that they were talking
Me
about?
asking a question about some daggone sign that somebody had out that it wasn't illegal. What? Are you serious? I don't take pain pills. Let's be
When you got
very
in that
clear.
accident out of country and they sell them like on the street like
Yeah,
that.
they sell them on the streets, depending on what
You
country
don't
you
have to
in.
get you don't have to get a prescription. Everybody been tripping since then. Like people,
But nobody saw me purchase a pain pill.
it's
Nobody saw me
ridiculous.
take a pain pill or any of that. I actually had gotten some aspirin from the damn people over at the ATV place. And this lady just happened to be on the beach with a sign. And I said something about the sign or whatever. I asked her, how much are the pills? Just curious, because it's out here in the public. And literally people go across the border from different places in Texas, and they go and they get medication that you don't need prescriptions for. And then they come back across the border because a lot of times people do not have insurance, and there are things that they need and can't get, whatever it is, antibiotics, pain medicine, XYZ. So that's it. And then that's what I'm saying. Like, something me simply asking a question, now all of a sudden I take pain pills. Y'all got to really stop listening to
Oh,
foolishness.
Have you ever
Like,
seen Tay like
oh
nodding
shit!
out and all that shit like people do? That's on. You better go watch Nandy. That's a bitch that's
Oh
on pain pills now.
oh
She
dear.
thinks
shit!
a sprinkler is a spider. Get the
Oh!
fuck out of here.
Somebody just said that Somebody just said that Carmen never shared her addiction to her fans on live. So there it is. Um, so yeah, I don't know anything about that or
I
whatever.
mean, she didn't share it until she did.
Yes, I don't think she ever shared it. I think that
No,
was her
she
first
never did.
time sharing it.
Hey, let me
So
tell y'all something. Hey, I ain't trying to be funny. No, wait, I am. Um,
so you said what happened?
that lady lips was twitching like a motherfucker. I ain't never seen. It's like a. Oh, I ain't never seen nobody lips twitching like that.
No,
Twitching like
I
a
didn't catch that.
motherfucker. You
So yeah, and see, so clearly Abion said that, I mean, not Abion, Jesus, that Carmen never admitted she had an addiction until recently.
until she did.
Um so she said yes, she did many years ago. Well, everybody don't know that.
Oh,
And see, we don't know that. So again, here you are thinking that everybody knows something. Carmen has never, to anybody's knowledge except for yours,
yeah.
have said anything about her addiction prior to
But
recently.
you know what's crazy? And I showed y'all a live a long time ago for those who have been following me a long time. There was her the people who knew she had an issue with gambling would coerce her and say, "Hey, if you do this, we can go gambling." So they
Uh-huh.
didn't give a damn about her because our whole thing when we realized it, we were like, "No, this has got to stop." And I'm gonna say this too, and I was gonna say it earlier, but then it came back around. Sometimes when you know somebody has an issue, you can't pacify that issue.
No, you can't.
You can't pacify it. And let me see. I'm trying to find my words because I know what I don't like. I'm gonna tell y'all what I don't like about social media because I have the words to say, and I want to say them out how the way they come into my mind, and how I should say them, and how if you know what I'm finna just get off of here. Um, let me recreate the words. You can't sometimes pacify people who have these issues because you're only intensifying the problem. You're only helping them continue the problem with your pacifying. So sometimes that's part of the problem as well. Because actually, when somebody is sometimes up in their shit, they need a strong, swift kick in their ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, and
Can I
it
say
ain't
one thing?
up until sometimes they get a strong, swift kick in their ass or a couple of kicks that they start to make a change because sometimes when you sit there pacifying them, they don't never make no change because bitch, you're not doing nothing. Okay, go ahead, Penny.
Yeah, this is a different subject, but I've been typing this in a chat, but I'm going to say it so I can hope and pray that it gets back to Nandy. Nandy, when you go to prison, bitch, if I ever see you on live, I'm calling the prison and telling them that you got a fucking phone. Don't try to come on live and make money when you in the jailhouse, because that ain't gonna fly. You know all those times you called about bullshit for Carmen? I'm gonna call on you when you go to prison. Don't come on live with your secret phone underneath blankets when you in the jail, because I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
call. That's all
Not
I
a
can
secret
say.
phone.
Not underneath the blankets.
Mm.
In the secret live. I don't even know how y'all got on that, but y'all got on it. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I heard something. Miss Donna, thank you for the big cash app. And she said the birthday cake. Oh, baby. Let me tell y'all something. I appreciate y'all. Y'all always cash out, but these cash out for this month is towards my mother's birthday, which is she's gonna be 70, and this is which I will be using the cash apps for. So I appreciate y'all so very much. We are still $25 away from our cash out goal. $25, $25. Let me see what y'all talking about. Y'all sit in the dark. Baby, let me tell y'all something. Y'all coming up with some stuff tonight that I ain't got nothing to do with, but I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I'm just glad that we could be here and everybody could be here. I know Starkeisha couldn't stay that long, but she was here. AKA, you know who AKA. Penny, Taye, Carmen was in the chat. And I'm so glad we could all be here. I really am.
Me too. I love y'all.
And I love y'all too.
Love you too.
I love y'all too. And shit, somebody send me messages, all kind of shit. Let me see.
You have an addiction to snacks, Melody?
Oh, okay,
Ooh,
Melody. Don't
Melody with the snacks. Melody, I was trying to get snacks today at that Mexican restaurant. They had a banana pudding that just, I mean, it didn't have bananas in it. That's the only thing that was missing. So I had my own banana. And I was getting ready to get that and the churros and all kind of crap. But when they said it was gonna be about 15 minutes and I had to get up out of there, I just said, Lord Jesus, I gotta go. But yeah, I like snacks too. It's Carmen's fault because Carmen loves snacks. I eat fruit. So she messed me up.
Now Carmen loves her a good dessert.
But
I'm like I'm
I'm
like Carmen.
she left this damn caramel apple here. I don't eat caramel apples with nuts on them. I just do plain caramels. I'm going to pick the nuts off.
Somebody's sending me something and I'm trying to click on it, but it ain't converting.
Probably
So a lot
because
of
you
people are
blocked.
on here and saying that they weren't aware that Carmen had an addiction to gambling. And and like I said, I pray for her daily. And I think she's gonna be all right. I really do.
Now I've watched Carmen for years, ever since she was in the little kitchen, okay? Years. And Carmen would say, yeah, I went out this weekend, I gambled. She had never come out and said, I'm addicted. I have a bad addiction like she did when she came out, a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
She I've never heard her say, I've blown millions. I've never heard her say that ever, ever, ever. And I have watched her religiously for years, way before she was partners with anybody. A long time.
And see, this NC person, no answer. See, they a shit starter because no answer that I have said on here is satisfactory to them. That's why I don't like to deal with these idiots because they say things and then it's like, oh, well, what Tay said wasn't good enough for us. So now we got to say this. So they're sitting here talking about Carmen counting money on the bed from the casino. And at first she said she didn't do casinos, but she didn't let that cash get away. First of all, NC, my wife came in with money. She asked me to help her count it. What's the problem? Again, that doesn't mean that someone's addicted. That doesn't mean that someone's addicted. When you start seeing certain things occur over a time, then you realize it's an issue. If I happen to go to the casino tonight, I've been to the casino before. If I happen to go to the casino tonight for whatever reason and I win big and I come back home and be like, oh, babe, let's count this money. That doesn't mean that I have an addiction. That just means I won big. And there's a difference.
Yeah, I don't think they'll ever get it, Tay, because they have
No, they
never lived
won't.
that life.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never get it, babe.
They never will. I didn't say I didn't know she was gambling. So that's why I said what I said. Now, have a great night. There's a difference between gambling and addiction. And if you don't know that, you need to go do some research.
And I heard something. Thelma J, thank you so much for the cash out, my love. Thank you. We're $20 away from our cash out goal. $20 away from our cash out goal. I don't know what y'all got going in the comments. Let me see.
Okay, asshole. You go find the bitch if you looking for her.
Oh.
How about that? Yeah, and
What
I
are y'all
said
talking
it. You're a
about?
fucking idiot. You're a clown ass bitch.
What are
Bye.
y'all talking about?
That NC person, you need to get rid of that fuck face.
Lord Jesus,
NC,
not
I've
the
never
fuck face.
NC, I've never seen you before, my love. So
Your
Bye
mama.
bye.
they
Ho.
said somebody gay something. I don't know. NC, I don't even somebody banned you. I don't even know who it was. Y'all know I got moderators.
Mm-hmm.
Couple of them.
Yeah, want to be sitting up here acting stupid. Like I said, these people want to sit up here and talk shit behind a fake fucking profile. And the thing is, they just don't. They want to be ignorant. They want to be ignorant for their own stupidity. It's like they too stupid to even be stupid. You're just dumb.
Not too stupid to be stupid.
Just fucking dumb.
How the fuck you too stupid to be stupid? Bitch, you is dumb as fuck then.
Dumb as fuck. Go sit in the corner with a goddamn dunce hat on. The
Hey,
fuck?
no, really, I'm trying to see how is you too stupid to be stupid for real life. For real life. For
Ignorant.
real.
That
Is
is
that
hilarious.
Miss Aurelia?
Hey, Miss Billy. I did block. What you say, Tay?
I said, is that Miss Aurelia? Aurelia, you
That's
got
Miss
something to do.
Aurelia.
But but that's it. It's
Hey,
like
nosy neighbor.
people don't want to hear the truth. People don't want to hear it. Like I was nice until I wasn't. See what I'm saying? I was nice until I wasn't. It's like you keep on trying to find something. You keep on trying to find fault in me for loving my wife, for me and her. She wanted to go to the casino for her birthday. That was her birthday. Did I tell her I didn't want to go to the casino? I damn sure did. But she wanted to go, and I'm trying to make her happy. I'm trying to appease her. So you have to come to a point, I'm trying to, figure out the best way to resolve this. Do we get in an argument and mess up her birthday? Or am I trying to be a supportive spouse? Because either way, I can't win. And I'm fighting with her.
I'm gonna say this. I thought we had already addressed all of the things and all of
Right.
whatever.
Like it's crazy.
So maybe some of y'all need to rewatch the live.
Like it's absolutely ridiculous.
Maybe what I'm thinking. You might need to rewatch the live because we've pretty much addressed everything that you would want to know and want to be addressed. We pretty much addressed it. So you probably may need to rewatch the live. Or get that replay if you just came in or whatever.
Yeah. And like I say, with God, with prayer, and with the right people in your corner to really help you through this stuff, I think that anything is possible. When at one point I thought nothing was possible, I'm telling you, I threw in the damn towel for real because I just thought nothing was possible. It was not going to get any better. And then it was like something ticked. Something tick, click, boom, bang, bow.
And I don't know what that was. I don't know what it was. You probably can identify what it was.
I don't
but
know
I
what it
know at a
was
certain point I
myself.
saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I know at a certain point I saw it. It was one thing when I say and see that's the crazy thing about what you just said. I noticed the help you gave quite a long time ago, but the joy and the difference in emotion and the difference in relationship definitely I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me happy. That makes me happy because I guess for you, it's I don't have to worry about the gambling. I can concentrate on something else.
Yeah.
Other things.
Other things, just, us really building, our bond and making a stronger commitment to each other. Like that means the absolute world to me.
Mm-hmm.
That we can connect, that we have more times where we're not fussing at each other for stuff, or, we go to bed happy, we wake up happy. Like, it's just a beautiful thing. It really, 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 really is. Instead of all the animosity and the built up anger and the disappointment, now I really feel like we are much closer, that we are on such a strong path to greatness, that we both are aligning ourselves with our purpose and the vision that we have for our lives over the next 2 years, the next 5 years, the next 10 years, and coming up with a realistic plan to have all of our wants, needs, dreams, and wishes to come true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really, really, really feel that now.
And I can see that. I can see that difference in that hope, and that
Mhm,
I can see that. I can really honestly see that.
mhm,
Um, so for those, well, I ain't gonna get into that. I'm just saying I can see that. Because there's a big difference in not having that weight on your shoulders, and Carmen not even, although she may not thought that it was a weight on her shoulders, it very much so was, a weight on her shoulders of gambling and being at the casino or whatever. And uh, y'all have dealt with that, and then we have dealt with that with her too.
mhm.
Like it's been a journey.
Yeah,
Um,
it really has.
and nobody, like I said, I said I think in the last live, and I'm not gonna get into it so much, but I said, nobody should never challenge me in terms of the stuff that I know and the stuff that I've witnessed and gone through or whatever, because you would have no idea because you're on the outside looking in. So to be here and to have a belief that we're on the other side of things, and to pray that we continue to be on the other side of things is amazing. Because if I'm being fully transparent, there were conversations I'm saying, well, why are we, no, not we, why am I going to participate myself in any of this if you're going to go gamble?
Mhm,
It didn't make sense to me.
mhm.
Why would I give my time, my energy, my efforts, my concern? Why would I? So Tay, yes, that's who it hit the most. That's her wife, but it hit in other places as well. Um, somebody called me now. I'm texting them. It hit in other places as well, and it hit everybody. And I'm not saying like, oh, whatever, whatever, but when you care about somebody, you it is going to affect you in one way or another.
Mhm.
And it absolutely did. We absolutely have had this heavy discussions and even turmoil, I'll say, because of it. And sometimes Tay might have been on the phone. Sometimes she may not have been. Even just within us, we've had these heavy discussions about it. So I'm so glad to see that we're on the other side, and I'm so proud of Carmen. And I really, really, really hope and pray that she continues this journey of being on the other side of that, because it does not serve her. Penny, you can't unmute it. I don't know if you was going to say something. I'm sorry.
So we're actually able to have a conversation now about the casino without her getting upset. As a matter of fact, she will bring up the casino and how Matter of fact, we just had a conversation last night about the casino and how she said that she doesn't even want, she has no desire to go near a casino. And I can actually look in her eyes and I can see that she is telling me the absolute truth. And I will say that for a long time, I've heard Carmen say, things like that. And I'm just like, whatever, she's just blowing smoke, you know. But I will say with honesty and in my heart that I believe her 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm
that
so
is a
proud of
lot
her.
coming from me.
That says a whole lot.
Yeah.
I'm proud of her. Yeah, Donna wanted us to read her comment.
This comment here or
Yes,
another
sir.
comment?
Donna, because you're on pain meds does not make you an addict. I know a lot of people that are on pain meds, they don't abuse them.
Yeah.
Some people need to have them. I was on pain meds for several years. I never abused them. I took them as I needed them. And I chose to get off of them because they really, after so many years, they stopped working. And then that's how people get to taking more and more and more and more and more. And I didn't want to do that. So, just because you're on pain meds does not mean you're an addict. If you're not abusing them and you're not taking your whole script in 2 weeks or a week, then no, you're not like in the category, in my opinion, as being an addict. Now, your body may be addicted to them if you try to come off, but there's ways to get off. They just wean you off of them.
You have to taper them depending on how long you've been on them.
Yep,
And
I got weaned off. It was that simple. Didn't have one withdrawal, none of that. But if I would have just cold turkeyed, my body would have went through withdrawal, of course, because it's an addicting agent. But it doesn't necessarily mean you're an addict in your brain if you're not abusing them. That's my opinion.
But also, don't be afraid to use them, because that also, it's a pro and a con. And I've worked in alcohol and drug rehab facilities. So it's a pro and a con when it comes to pain meds, because now there's so many laws in place, because so many people have become addicted to pain medicine, narcotics. And so they've put so many laws in place. And now people who are really struggling with those, with pain, are now afraid to ask for pain meds because they are afraid, just like what Donna was saying, they're afraid of being labeled an addict. So they will sit there in pain, excruciating pain at a 10, and not say anything because they don't want to be labeled by other people as an addict. And so then if you're not treating the pain and you're still suffering, that causes more stress and anxiety, and that's not healthy either.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. And if
you're in massive pain, that makes your blood pressure go way up.
Exactly.
I mean, it will cause all kinds of issues.
Blood pressure, freaking heart conditions, stroking out. I've seen it all. Like, and that, but sometimes these facilities that, one of the ones I worked in, I absolutely hated it. And I quit after a week because it was as if they just had on kid gloves dealing with these adults that were dealing with addiction, and it wasn't really helping. So you have people spending tens of thousands of dollars, insurance, tens of thousands of dollars it costs for me to put you in an alcohol and drug rehab, and then I don't even make you accountable. That's ridiculous. It's just, and people need to be held accountable. And these places just let them run amok. Don't go to group. Don't come get the meds. All kind of stuff. So I quit.
But yeah, Donna, just because you take pain pills does not mean you're an addict. I mean, in my opinion, an addict is somebody who abuses them, who overtakes them on purpose to get away from their problems. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I would say that was a good description of somebody who is an addict. Keep
Hmm.
on taking them and taking them when they need to take them when they don't need to take them, and all of those things. Let me
It's
see.
like trying to escape reality.
Tracy Franklin says, right, I tell my doctor I don't need pain pills all the time. And that's another thing too. I don't know how you all feel about this, but I feel like just because your doctor recommends something doesn't mean you have to align with it. Because if you look at some of those medicines, just for example, lisinopril and there's another one. Um, does it start with an M? I'll just do with the lisinopril. There was another one too, though. Lisinopril is known to have an allergic reaction in black people, and I guess they still are prescribing it. And so, if you were to know that, and you were to challenge your doctor, have them put you on something else, it could avoid you from going through that because sometimes those people who are taking the Cinepril, they could take it for a year before it becomes the issue, or if it shows up that they lips swell up or their chest swell up or their mouth swell up or whatever. Um, so I don't think that all the time, even you are to just go along with everything the doctor says. Not to say that you should be against the doctor, but not all the time you should just go along with everything.
Nope. I've had to advocate for myself with doctors because I have a rare autoimmune disease, and the majority of doctors don't know anything about it. So they want to do what protocol is on stuff, and with my disease, they can't do what protocol is with my disease. So not all doctors know it all. I promise you that, but
No,
always
they don't.
advocate for yourself. Advocate, your body like nobody else. You advocate for yourself because you're the one that can make the change for yourself. You know, some doctors they want to do crazy stuff on you. Go get second opinions. Do some research. Don't just jump on first things. If it sounds crazy, you better look out for yourself. Nobody else going to do it.
Hmm. Let's see. Y'all praying for each other. No, no. All time, enjoy love. Summer says, I never left. I've been here the whole time, joining the love and the camaraderie. I can attest to that. I had an allergic reaction to it. Exactly. Toxiana. And there was another one. There's lisinopril, and there's this one, and I think it starts with the M. Dang on it, I can't think of it. But anyway, there are dang it. Y'all can't think of the one that's it may not start with the M, but in my mind it starts with the M. But either way it goes, y'all better look up those prescriptions that are similar to lisinopril and that black people are allergic to. And it may be more than black people, but I know black people. And for them to give you another prescription channel.
And not only that, if you take meds, and you got to be careful with mixing meds too. Make sure you look that stuff up because sometimes doctors don't realize they're giving you something that shouldn't be mixed with whatever you're taking already. So just look out for yourself. That's it.
Hmm. All right. Well, I have enjoyed the live tonight. I have enjoyed everybody who has come on. Thank you, Tay. Thank you, Penny. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Carmen, for coming in the chat. I
You're
am. This
welcome.
is the
Oh,
first time the A team has kind of like been back.
yeah, it's been a
Um,
minute.
so I appreciate y'all very, 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 very much. And I love
Hmm.
y'all. Looking forward to more things to come. And I'm about to get off this. I don't know if y'all want to be.
You're bouncing, we're bouncing. What the hell?
I mean, we can't stay here without you.
I'm gonna say I'm muted and I'm gonna. All right, so I love y'all and y'all have a great
y'all
night.
too.
Great live, great conversation, and honest and truthful conversation. I love y'all. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.